This is Angrade saying, welcome to another Relic 3 map. So on the top left side as the blue allies, we have the final boss. On the south side as the yellow Soviet, we have Dimon. So on the right side as the green allies, we have HappyWins. On the top right side as the magenta empire, we have Dutch Army. And I'm not sure, I know this is 2v2, but I'm not exactly sure which direction. I think it's left versus right. It's generally people play left versus right. Do got some wall segments here. Blue has gone for a barracks down south. He's pushing forward with some dogs, engineer, and a peacekeeper. Peacekeeper maybe eyeing one of these garrisons. Oh, there's a tennis court there. Or it's on grass, so that will probably be a badminton course. You don't play tennis on grass, do you? So it's probably badminton. Badmintoning. But I can't say that word. Badminton course. Blah. That's a lot of dogs. So the bears will be devoured by these short-barreled bark nom-noms. Oh, and the engineer went down there. How did that happen? I'm not sure. Maybe it was a bonsai charge or something. No, he's fighting against allies. Is there an airfield? No airfield, so how did that go down? Must have been a dog or peacekeeper. Does claim out the oil derrick now. And we do have the seaport now deployed on out by the allies. So it has deployed out a reactor. Lots of dogs. Boy, that's bright. This game's bloom, I think that's bloom, right? Or is absurd. Even though I'm not prone to seizures, unlike some of the darker maps, like it would be sea maps or like the fortress maps, it does cause headaches because there's just a lot of explosions in this game. And having like a dark blue background, like if I were to like just, that is quite a dark background. And that can cause actually some seizure-like effects, or epileptic effects. Oh, does get the kill on one of those javelins that hopped inside the Riptide. And if we start gunning down the stuff, he may be eyeing to destroy this oil derrick. We got some wall segments being deployed on up. Over here, we got a Vindicator bomb runs. Totally destroys out that Soviet airfield. Does take out one of the Vindicators. And he's not taking out the oil derrick just yet. Hops inside the garrison. Very nice. That's a 3 garrison spot. The one javelin troop that did not make it did get gunned down. Laser locks. Does avoid the bomb run. Very nice. Prospector is receiving quite a bit of fire, but he is next to the airfield, so he does get some repairs. He sold off some of those wall segments to get better mobility. Oh, there goes that Jet Tengu. And here comes a laser lock. There's one set of walls, but it's going to be a downed Mecha Bay core. Does sell off for a bit of scrap money. Where's Magenta? Magenta's MCV is still here. And he has no more production structures. Great bomb slipped by his teammate. Blue's also deployed out on the central island. When it comes to the Commander's Challenge in Uprising, isn't this a map where iron curtains get deployed on all the central islands and everybody starts with the invulnerability effect, the campaign invulnerability infinite effect? Peacekeeper does get wiped out, and as I started drinking my drink and went down the other pipe. There we go. I think. We got these MiGs now pushing on forward. We do have some Peacekeepers, but they can't engage MiGs yet. We also got some Bullfrogs, which can't engage Peacekeepers either. And we do got some of those jet tankers being cleaned on up. We've got a ore refinery being deployed. I noticed that Peacekeeper's not using a shotgun correctly. He's trying to aim with a shotgun. You point and shoot. Point and shoot. Splitting up his bombs, only gets one of the Bullfrogs, loses all of his Vindicators. Blue's not exactly a great position. We do have a prospector going down to Twin Blades. He has multiple Twin Blades now being deployed. He needs to get an armor facility and needs to get out some multi-gunner IFVs. Oh, on the right side, we got some more Vindicator bombing runs, getting some good damage there on this ore collector. He has rebuilt his Medica Bay core, and his teammates has a multi-gunner turret there as well. And this Vindicator will come through. He needs to swing out wide. I'm not sure which deploying just yet. You got a number of Twin Blades here, as well as Bullfrogs. Apollos are in the air. And so let's take out the MiGs. He needs to retreat back with these guys. Though they are wounded, there's still some Vindicators there. But goes down to the Greens Apollos. Does go ahead and start... Oh, he does have a multi-gun turret here, but this power generator going down could potentially stop him from being besieged. But setting up the airfield does get him back into power. Greens also push on out in the center, but we also got some Assault Destroyers and Hydrofoils. Assault Destroyer does not get the shot off on that Mecha Tengu. Twin Blades and Bullfrogs lurking around. And we do got this Imperial Warrior going on down. Peacekeepers do go down. A big assault of Chopper VXs onto Green's base. He has sold off some of the infrastructure. He still has a central base here. So losing this won't be game ending. Just be life-threatening. Non-Imperial Warriors here, getting some good damage there onto that Motor-Gunner IFV. Up north, we do got some Twin Blades engaging as Vindicator. Striker VX will need to get back to that Mecha Bay for some repairs. Does miss the Terror Drone. Needs to get finished off that ore refinery. It's worth losing one for taking out that ore refinery, but I guess he's not going to take it out. Second Striker VX does go down. And this one does go down as well. Big oversight, I would say, here. We got some multiple multi-gunner IFVs starting to push his way south. He has lost his base here. His teammate has deployed an airfield there. Something seems off about that prospector. Okay, it's just going crazy, but I don't think it's interrupting his mining. He's pulling out Command Hub here. I think that Command Hub can reach all the refining locations. And this prospector will go down, trying to pull out Command Hub, but he will not be successful. Greens has an Assault Destroyer on top of Blue's island home. A nice weapon jammer there. Does have Black Hole Armor. Black Hole Armor, of course, allows him to sustain extra 10 fires. And as the bombs go in sideways rather than downwards. Motorgun IV does get infected there. And you got a cryo blast coming on in, and Apollo's ripping apart those Vindicators. Does drop down his Apollo 5s, does lose both of those Apollos. Got these flak bullfrogs pushing the way forward. You got these MiGs over here. Twin blades pushing towards the center. 6 twin blades, a lot of twin blades. Magenta doesn't have a whole lot of infrastructure left. He needs to get out another ore refinery, that's for sure. Blue does have triple refinery as well. Green's starting to expand out quite a bit in the center of the field. Doesn't get enough bombs off onto that multi-gun turret. Does lose one of the Vindicators entirely. And that hydrofoil is starting to jam the Vindicator weapons. As Dolphin starts doing flips. Selling off all this infrastructure. Sounds like a dog went down to the Dolphins. And that will get shattered there as well. Yellow's going for some pressures on these peacekeepers. Starting to engage some of these power generators. Blue's trying to make an advance. The hydrofoil is now engaging these Vindicators down south. We do have Imperial Warrior engaging the oil derrick. That does get sold off as well. I think Blue's going to lose his base. There's a lot of units in Blue's base, or his main base. It's not a whole lot of here as well. He does have an NCV here. Down south, we've got a single Riptide annoying the crap out of his opponent, but he does have a hammer tank here. Magenda's getting some good hits there on the green. Does take out the airfield, and Blue's hydrofoil and Dolphins making their advance. A lot of weapon jams here. Only a shotgunner is able to open fire. Green's base may go down. Blue doesn't have a whole lot left either. Magenta has expanded out to here. Has not re-expanded over here. Here, cryo blast. We'll freeze both of that stuff. And that's an Apollo there, not a Vindicator. So it leaks down this multi-gunner turret over here. We got the Striker VX getting snared by the Soviet Terror Drone, and it's now a fully heroic Terror Drone able to self-heal himself. Yellow's twin blades are starting to engage this infrastructure. Takes out both of those. Blue's down to a generator and this sea base. He does have construction yards still. Here comes the final squash onto Yellow's base. Green does have some javelin troops over here. It's down to a power generator and ore refinery. There's another power generator over here. Green just may need to back out if he has no infrastructure or no production capabilities. No, he does actually have a production capability. He does has a boot camp entirely. So he does have a boot camp and one source of income. That's it. Speaking of that one source of income, Yellow will need to bail him out in order to save that ore refinery. Twin Blade's starting to push his way forward. Got Cryo again pushing his way forward. Does evade it, though a couple of units are chilled, but that's fine. Ore refinery does get sold on off, and now he just has this here. He could just play defense, or could back out of the game and get that infrastructure to his teammate. Either are good possibilities. Green's Apollo is only anti-aircraft remaining and is severely wounded, and once it goes out of ammo, it will burn up. Magenta's pushing forward with his MCV. Magenta only has this one refinery remaining. Yellow has the most amount of income at the moment with 2 refineries. Blue and Magenta both only have 1. Though we do have a oil derrick here. Here comes satellites. Takes out the dojo. The Apollo does go down. Is a veteran Apollo. Heroic hammer tank could go down, does go down. 3 hammer tanks remaining. 1 infect there, but it won't be repaired up. No, he doesn't get the repair off. He actually missed the ladybug. He ran away from the ladybug. Does get a bomb run there. 1 hammer tank remaining. There's still a generator up here as well. And he will save the hammer tank, however. Blue's trying to push forward with an expansion. Green is technically still in the game, but technically he can't do much. He could solve these wall segments for a bit of extra cash to repair up his barracks or perhaps complete whatever it's there. Blue's MCV has pushed to the center of the map. He's going greedy. He wants economy. The final squadron going for this garrison? Oh, going for the airfield. He has canceled whatever was on that production queue. We've got naval dockyard out by Yellow. Yellow does also have a Kula sub on the field, and MCV has packed on up. Island expansion is a bit safer for him at the moment. Green's traveling troops are pushing way forward. He has a number of garrisons on the map. Also, Blue has a garrison right there. Not so sure went down there. Sounds like a Tesla drone went down. Terror drone. These Kulos will need to dive on down. He's going to have to rely on Ultra Torpedoes alpha damage to take on those. He's focusing on firing down. And point defense drones do come forward. Ultra torpedoes? Nope. We do have some bullfrogs pushing forward. We do also got a terror drone here. He does take out the terror drone, but the dolphin will go down. The bullfrogs does take out the terror drone there. The bullfrogs could maintain melee range to the MCV, preventing it from unpacking. Takes out the Vindicators once again. He has an airfield here. And there goes 2 of the hydrofoils. Another terror drone. This is a fully heroic terror drone. Pushes his way forward. And will not get the infect. If he gets the infect, it can no longer redeploy, but there's still airfield here for repairs. So going for a snare is probably best, since he has still access to repairs. Does take out the Vindicator. Does get the bomb. Actually, I think the torpedoes may have blown up his own terror drone right there. Heroic Mecha Tengu's pushing way forward. Ultra torpedoes on this guy? No, he's not. And MCV will get to land. Will touch base. Mega Bay Core is being deployed on out. As this Tank Buster is trying to... wait. Yeah, green... Yeah, Tank Buster's running away from, the Peacekeeper. I almost forgot who's on what team, because I hardly seen green or magenta this game. Oh, satellite. He is going to tie up. Does get the kill there with the Peacekeeper on the Terror drone. He needs to kill off that Peacekeeper with the... oh, I suppose he gets a good snare with the MCV. He can at least stop it from being packed on up. There is no more Prospector here. He may need to cancel... He needs to cancel that, whatever's been on the airfield and rebuild that Prospector. Snom Tank's pushing on forward. Magenta still has one refining location here, 2 refining locations, so Magenta's starting to claw back in the game. And Yari Minisub does get a kill there. Ultra Torpedoes have fired, killing the one that had his Terror Drone infected. And does get a fully heroic. He needs to keep that cool sub dive down for healing. Not a whole lot of remains. Let's see. We got Final Squadron X coming on in. Over here, good damage on the ore refinery. And what? Oh, I guess the Javelin Troop couldn't run off. I thought the heroic Javelin Troop could have killed off the dog. And now the Magenta's got 3 refineries now out in the field, slowly crawling back the game. And he's not been focused down for quite some time, so... And Yellow still has not expanded either. Yellow should have expanded up to this point up here. Got another refinery here, will get infected. Try to stop on top of the ore, on the ore refinery to prevent the infect, but he was not successful. And does bomb his own prospector there. Does not get the laser lock onto that ore refinery, plus the ore collector could have just got off the line and gunned him down. Peacekeeper down. I think Magenta and Blue will win out this game. Looks like Green has backed out the game entirely. Looks like he sold off his barracks rather than just back out of the game, so he didn't give him his teammate his boot camp. And Magenta, still plenty of ore on this refining location as well. And this ore deck hasn't gone down whatsoever. And Magenta's bringing a whole bunch of Mecha Tengus and Jet Tengus. Getting a full Cryo Blast, Cryo Cannon there. Takes out the Prospector. That's going to be game. Destroys out the refinery. We'll take out those twin blades. Sure, there's some bullfrogs there, but Yellow cannot replace this stuff all too well. He has no income at the moment. Looks like he has sold off this location here, but still, with Magenta's triple refinery, that's game. Meg's in pursuit of the Jet Tengu. And goes down. Sells off that structure, sells off his MCV, he's going all in. Going to load the engineer into the back of the bullfrog? No, he does not. I would have perhaps throw it somewhere. The allied MCV's up there. We'll go for this refining location, I believe. Lots of Jet Tankus pushing forward. Does pick up the MiGs, but those 2 heroic bullfrogs are getting some good damage in. He needs to get that hammer tank dropped in. Don't let it fly like that. He's going to drop in the hammer tank now. Very good. And we've got the final squadron engaging this hammer tank. Or the bullfrogs. Hammer tank goes down. Just a twin blade remaining. Sleeping ambush being deployed. These fully heroic bullfrogs can be very, very problematic. Ow, that went down really quickly. Does back out of the airbase. Has his refining location as well, so he has income. But Jetta still has plenty of income at the moment. This may sound really, really stupid in this case, but I think that one of the best items the Empire player could deploy is Rocket Angels. Because he has to deal with 2 bullfrogs. That means he needs 2 Rocket Angels for stasis snares. That's it. Then he wins. I suppose he has to worry about some MiGs here and there, but that's about it. But still, he has 3 refinery income. He does have a Psionic Decimator deployed. That will be a game over. The Soviet player has 5 minutes to win. That's just a garrison. Cryo getting there. I think he was trying to hit those bullfrogs. Jet Tango's coming in forward as well. Sells off the super reactor. And that engineered find does get gunned down. Nothing left in the area to stop these jet Tangos destroying the airfield. Or Mega Tangos destroying the airfield. And yeah. Now this player's just going to sit around and wait. Let's go be game. There goes the airfield, just the ore refinery remaining. Yep, that's game. There's no way the Soviet player can clear all of these structures before this one gets killed. Oh, if he would have finished off Magenta earlier, he probably would have been in a much better position, to say the least. And that is game. Thank you for watching.